Mm.
Most of us don't know how to be autonomous, and we talk about we don't need no leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell are we going? The tribal traditions all over Earth say the one who know the way is obligated to lead the path. It's not subjective.
Mm.
It's not whether he want to lead the path. He obligated. That's an obligation that he owed his bloodline and his in the Earth claims.
Mm.
So once you know the way, you got to just systematically keep explaining it to the people until it click. The more people it click with, the faster it moves.
Mm.
And so right now we following the oral tradition and we marching down the campaign of reclamation, right, and redemption. And I'm the family redeemer of the most families right now.
Mm. Mm.
And as the family redeemer, I'm telling y'all where all of the traps at. That paperwork a trap,
Mm.
that African slave narrative a trap.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell a foundational Black American. I don't know what that is.
That's a bunch of crap.
But I can tell you this: those organic, original, earthborn to the land, the earth know you belong here,
Mm. Mm.
and the prime creator know you belong here, and everybody else got to move out our way. All we got to do is be willing to stand up and be who we are.
Mm. Mm.
And that's why Elijah Muhammad kept screaming, "Be your own, be yourself, and accept your own." Because when you realize what's going on, you can do something about it. But as
Mm.
long as you're in darkness, you can't find the light. Bumping your head on the dresser, trying to find the switch.
Family, we have 2005 people in the chat. Hit the like button. Send Chief Pontiac some love. Send him a Cash App blessing, please, to $ SIKAPE. Chief, somebody wants to know who's this Statue of Liberty? Is the Statue of Liberty Lucifer, the light bearer?
It's straight off the painting from Europe of Lucifer. It's the exact painting with the dress on.
What?
Yeah,
Never knew.
all you gotta do, you can go to anybody can go right now because there's people that did videos on it.
Okay.
Once I said it, I started seeing videos pop up all over the place where they was talking about it. But if you go to TikTok and you type in Statue of Liberty of Lucifer, you will see the imagery. They'll show you all the imagery
Mm. Mm.
and give you the descriptive analysis and the particulars like the chain on the ankle, the
Mm-hmm.
torch.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. Now remember, the Statue of Liberty was designed by the same person that designed the Eiffel Tower. And the Eiffel Tower was signed to commemorate the signing of the Paris Accord, commonly known as the Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
What? Okay. Say that one more time.
The Eiffel Tower was erected as the commemoration of the Paris Accord, commonly known as the Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
Wow.
It wasn't what the Moors told us it was. The agreement was a ceasefire agreement between two different royal classes or companies that was transporting goods across the Atlantic to Europe, and they was robbing each other and fighting each other on the high seas. So they had to come to a agreement, and they signed the Paris Accord to stop them from fighting each other, so that they can unify and join forces to take everything from us.
Wow. The red flag with the green 5-pointed star.
That's Noble Drew Ali made that flag. That's not the original Moroccan flag, because Morocco is not older than the Moorish Temple of America.
Then why is it flying? Why was it flying in the White House?
Because they used the flag as an identifier of the clan of Els
Mm.
as they took over because they had Noble Drew Ali murdered and signed a contract with the corporation. That's why the new nationality card said the holder of this card is a U.S. citizen. It didn't say that under Noble Drew Ali.
Okay.
But the person that instituted that went behind Noble Drew Ali back.
Mm. Mm.
He used to be able to send a grand sheik into any court to get you out because They didn't have a superior jurisdiction. So he had to get rid of Noble Drew Ali because he was a problem to the construct of the corporation masquerading as our government. He knew the truth.
Okay.
And so he left us enough codes that if we follow the codes he left, he tell us the same thing as Garvey and Elijah. He just tell it to us in a different way,
Okay.
right? So when we looking at his material, how are we looking at it?
Mm.
We looking at it from a dogmatic perspective. Oh, that sounds real slick. I'm gonna say that because the old girl gonna think that's some cute stuff to say, and she gonna be all in. Ain't got nothing to do with finding out what he talking about.
Mm.
Why did he put religious controversy in there?
Mm.
And you see all these fools running around swearing they got the best religion, and all of them dogmatic um, control measures.
Mm.
With nobody on this land calling themselves Christian, Hebrew, Jew, Israeli, or none of that before 1492, and all of a sudden we are the people in that book. So
Mm.
they didn't got us a fictitious book for our identity crisis to attach to somebody that we like in that book.
Mm.
I'm the spook by the door, Sam Greenlee. Since we want to identify with characters in fictional writings,
Mm.
I'm King Kong. Since we want to be fictional characters, I'm gonna be one worth being.
Right. Right.
Be nobody, but it's still the blueprint to the map of the military conquest. Because they
Mm.
told you about the Roman empires and when it would be broken at the feet of iron and clay by a single stone hewn without the aid of the hands of man from the side of the mountain. I mean, a woman did it,
Mm.
right? A woman selected him from the congregation of the people because the mountain is symbolic of the nations of the people.
Mm.
So one of them gonna come out of the collective nations of the people and strike the feet of iron and clay and bring down the whole Roman Empire at the end.
Wow.
But remember, when they give you the empires, it start with Babylon at the head,
Mm.
and end with America at the feet.
Wow. Thank you, Chief. I also want to thank Calistro for sending a super sticker. Thank you so much for the offering. God bless you and have a smile on you. Chief, I know it's getting late, and I have one final question if nobody else in the chat has a question. And that is, what is up with the Israeli conflict? What's going over there? I've heard them
That's
say Israel last. Go ahead.
that's a distraction.
Okay. Okay.
Those people that's talking about the Israel, your Ariel Sharons and your Benjamin Netanyahu's, them Khazarians they supposed to be they using that war to keep the forces from realizing what's going on in the Ukraine that's belligerent to all of the world.
Mm, okay.
Right? That war is true casualties. They don't got no problem with killing. We see that, right? They started the opposition force. You can't never let that get out your mind that they claiming to be fighting some people that they finance, wrote they constitutions, wrote they operational manuals. All that's written by the Mossad. And the hand selected the leadership to put it all together. The Mossad did that, just like the CIA did to ISIS or ISIL, as Obama called it.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he publicly came out and said, "We currently training ISIL troops in
Sure
the
did.
Middle East." And ain't nobody paid him no attention because they never equated ISIL with being the CIA name for ISIS.
Mm-hmm.
They never knew that. So to them, they was thinking America was creating a policing force for them people from them people. All the
Okay.
time they was creating somebody to disgrace the name of the great mother, so we fear matriarchy when they say ISIS.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel that. Yes. Yes.
Only reason you need to fear the great mother is if your ass was bad while she was gone.
See, somebody wants to know what was Tartaria. Do you
Um,
know?
west of the Roman Empire.
Oh,
That's what it means,
okay.
right?
Oh.
But Tartarian civilization is a common generic term for Atlantean civilization that was global. They want to break it up, just like they tried to tell us that there was Olmecs, Incas, Mayans, and old Mississippians, like they wasn't the same people.
Mm.
They were the same people. They were just in different parts of the land, so they tried to separate them as if they different people. They the same people. They still there. You still got Afro Mexicans in Mexico.
Yeah.
Been there the whole time. They tell you they never been imported from nowhere. They ain't got no problem telling you they was already here. But why we don't know they was already here?
Mm.
A lot of us don't know that on the West Coast we used to marry tribes from Asia. That's why a lot of Mexicans look Asian.
Oh, wow.
But we did. It's in the logs of the emperors of China of coming over here by ship across the Pacific. It is written in African countries on the western coast of coming over here, bringing wives from royal families of that land to marry into the royal families. All that's recorded information is, it's just that it's so scattered that you have to know yourself to know your own history for you to put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's in your DNA code as well,
Mm.
which gives you the key to the Akashic records where you can see what everybody else code is too.
Mm. Will you ever write a book, Chief? Because you're a wealth of knowledge. Several people have asked that.
Um, I, yeah, I'm gonna be doing some serious heavyweight writing when Malachi get home because I gotta do some work with him,
Mm.
and I don't know what Larry and Angel Bay want me to do to help
Mm.
them out, but I do know that me and Dr. Malachi got a whole bunch of writing to do, at least about 100 books.
Wow.
So
Okay. That's going to be amazing. Um, Michael Williams, thank you so much for the Cash App. I'm sorry for the super chat. He wants to know, why did they make the more melanated people slaves that were native to the land?
because we looked like the invaders, they put us both in the same condition. We was POWs. They came with slaves, and then in order for us to do the Conjure War, they slaves got to be master. It was a trick. So they scrambled us together, the sardine effect.
Mm.
We think sardines is one kind of fish. It's a whole bunch of different kind of fish. Only way you know that they think they're the same is because they don't got no head and they all stuffed in the can together.
Mm-hmm. 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 You mentioned earlier about the Akashic records. How can you access those or obtain Akashic records?
Look, you got it. It's books to teach you how to activate your ESP. The Akashic record is the written record of the planet.
Hmm.
When you activate your extrasensory perceptions like psychometry, you pick up a rock, it's going to tell you a story.
Okay.
You touch a tree, it's going to tell you a story.
Yeah.
If you put your knees and your palms and your forehead to the ground, it's going to tell you a whole bunch of stories.
Mm.
But if your psychic channels are clogged up with modern dogma and bullshit, you can't access them. You got too much debris in the way. It's like trying to walk down a pathway that's covered with trash. And the trash is all the lies they told us along the way.
Chief, you have given us so much information and so much hope about, learning who we are and realizing that we're all going to be wealthy and the matriarchy is going to be restored again. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think we're going to be okay. What do you say?
I know we are. Especially now that we ain't falling for the fear mongering.
Okay.
Because it minimizes the chaos effect,
Hmm.
right? You ain't. I don't care. You can run 10 cars down Bourbon Street. I bet you New Orleans still partying tonight.
Right.
I just know my people,
Uh-huh.
but they gonna be more alert. Somebody else try, he might not come out so good
Mm.
because they know what to look for now. Go down there, keep messing around in the NO. You gonna find out why them projects in New Orleans is not to be effed with. F around and find out. F around and find out. Keep messing with them Indians in New Orleans don't play. They
Yeah.
tried to take Mardi Gras for them one time.
Mm.
Didn't go well. Haven't touched Mardi Gras since. This the intricate part of the culture that you can't usurp. You can't stop it. Or you trigger the tribes because the tribes that don't even go to Mardi Gras wake up.
Mm.
Pissed off. Right? And you gotta remember they got equivalent in the islands and in Brazil, Los Carnavals,
Mm.
Mexico, Cinco de Mayo,
Yeah.
ancestral reverence days. This
Wow.
for ancestral reverence to show your ancestors that you
Mm.
know who you are and that you have love for the family land. But when you do that, it empowers you as an individual to be yourself no matter who you're around. So they want us to think Mardi Gras evil.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz funerals evil. Jazz funerals is the celebration of a graduation of an elder. What the f- are you talking about evil?
Mm.
We used to be happy when we graduated from the book of life,
Mm.
especially when we did something worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Some of us ain't do nothing but be some piece of trash, rotten dog in the street. But some of us really did live a life to be celebrated, and many of them is forgotten now because they've
Mm.
been usurping our culture. But you don't even got to know their name now to feel their energy because the presence is powerful in this era, and they consistently be peeking in on me. What you doing? I'd be like, come on, man, because if I'm talking to y'all around other people, they swear I done lost my mind. But they be there.
They want
People
to
run
know.
by.
Go
They be
ahead.
showing up.
Mm.
What you doing? Did you finish yet? Oh, Pimp C the worst. Out of all the telepathic chiefs, I wish they turned that nigga telepathy off.
Really?
That nigga get on my nerves so bad. Come on, man. You faster than that, man. Brother need to be seen, man. You know brother need to be seen. This ain't how the life of Pimp. Pimp don't supposed to live like this here. I need to be seen. I need to be out in front of my public. And
Mm.
they got me sitting over here waiting and you taking too long.
Mm.
I'd be like, Pimp, get out my head, man. Leave me alone. You supposed to be dead anyway, nigga. Go act like you dead.
You know who
Come on,
visits me?
man. Come on,
Go
man, man. You know what it is now, man. I need to be seen, man. Look, I need to pop my collar and flip some dollars and show them that the pimp is pimping.
ahead.
Man, I see why Bun B don't be saying nothing. Cause if he get on my nerves, man, I can imagine what he doing to Bun. Don't tell that brother man to hurry up, man. No, he taking too long. You know, Pimp need to be saying, man. I ain't never been out the public this long. Man,
Mm.
I had more attention to this when I was elementary. I could
I.
tolerate DMX because when he come through, all he do is say, he, he just straight to the point. Get him. He know what I'm doing, so he's just like, get him. ODB, he be on some other stuff. Crazy Horse,
Uh-huh.
man. I swear sometimes you sound like Sirius Jones in my ear.
Mm. Mm.
But I
That's
just
pretty
go
amazing.
on. No, it's annoying. It's annoying. Look, I, I was Triple X, that boy XX Tentacion.
Yes.
I never listened to his music. And then one day he just came in dry and just took over my psyche. And he kept calling me bro. And it was getting annoying, but I didn't know that that was a way for his clan to know that he really communicates. Because it started getting on my nerves. So I'm like, quit calling me fucking bro. Why ain't your bro? and I get a message. I get a message when I get done with the live. I'm like, this nigga get on my nerves with this bro stuff. Man, I ain't your bro. And so the youngster say he messaged me and everybody. He said, "Hey, I'm from Triple X Clan. The reason you got annoyed for him calling you bro, because he do that to everybody." And I was just like, man, some people don't need no psychic telephone.
I was gonna ask you, do you think some of them are literally passed away, or do you think they're using
No,
telepathy?
because Triple X told me, man, they think I'm dead, but I ain't dead. I'm like, I'm walking around. I'm like, I'm not dead like you not dead. Like
Dang.
he was going into details of how he not dead.
Wow.
And he was like, I don't mean like, because you know people be like figuratively speaking since your spirit alive. He was like, no, bro, I'm walking around like you walk around. He said, I just can't be seen right now.
Okay.
Dolph don't never say nothing. He just pop his face in my veil and he be looking at me, and then he'll say, and then it'd be like telepathic, and it'd be like, remember, blood in my eye. That's all he'll say, and he'll go.
Blood in my eye.
Yeah. It's a reference, the George Jackson reference, the Gorilla Family. When they killed George Jackson in prison and they asked his mama for a comment, all she could say was blood in my eye, which came the title of his book. His posthumous book was named Blood in My Eye because of her statement. And if you go back and you search the iconography from Young Dolph, you're going to see a pyramid with a red eye on top of it. I mean, blood in my eye from the top. From like whoever it is up there at the top looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the hit on Young Dolph was done by the record label. And it was done for two different reasons. One, the only way they can get control of his music is if he died. It was in his contract.
My Lord.
And they had a massive insurance policy on him. But he wasn't aware of the insurance policy.
Okay.
And it was a group, whoever the owner is, they from the Middle East. And they got a group. And they got a list of artists' name in a book. And when the money starts to diminish for the record label, they tell him which artist to get next. I think he was behind the Mo 3. It's a couple of them that Empire Records had a hand in their murder. He did a countdown in the photo slide. If you go to owner Empire Records with rappers, you'll see him. He'll be doing the countdown with the different artists. He's counting how many he's killing.
Whoa.
And so he put the hit on them, but if we can confirm the hit, we can extract them.
Okay.
And so when they put the hit on them, you know, psychological operations is in full effect now. Because Farrakhan said, you want to kill another one of us. It's more than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely.
But some of them chiefs get on my nerves.
You got people here cracking up.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm just they get on my nerves. Like, that's some annoying stuff. I like Left Eye. I never get any communications from Aaliyah. But Left Eye always be looking at her. And I could see Aaliyah doing stuff like gardening.
Yeah.
And she don't never be dressed provocative or nothing. She have on like this flowing white. Sometimes it be yellow, sometimes it be denim, but the sleeves be cut off. And then she have her hair wrapped up.
Wow. But she doesn't say anything.
She don't talk. She just want it all over with, from what I can ascertain. But Left Eye a little more psychically vocal than Aaliyah.
Somebody asked me who visits me. The only person that I can recall that visits me is Whitney Houston. and she visits me often.
I ain't had a visit from Whitney, and I was researching her case to try to find out if she was extracted or not. Because
Mm,
I couldn't never pick her energy up in the death pool. She wasn't there, but I couldn't pick up any psychic messages from the living either.
yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what to think about this. And
Mm-hmm.
then we had, like, a lot of people don't know, a couple days before she got murdered, because she didn't kill herself and she didn't accidentally die, she got murdered. There
Mm-hmm.
was a guy tried to drown Bobby Christina in the same bathtub.
Heard about that.
And
Yeah.
nobody never mentioned it now. But remember, she had that boy come from Atlanta to fly in to come get her that day. So he came in on an emergency flight to take her out, and Whitney refused to leave because she tried to get Whitney to go with her. But Clive Davis had Whitney bound by contract,
Mm.
and he was holding some of her money ransom for her to perform at whatever that event that was happening when she was laying up there in that bathtub. But I haven't
Okay.
been able to pick no psychic energy up on her whatsoever.
Mm. The only thing she tells me all the time, she's like, "Go see about my baby. Go see about my baby."
My Bobby Christina.
I often wonder if she was talking about Bobby, but I have met a woman that says she's Whitney's oldest daughter that was sold into child sex trafficking, and we've been friends almost 10 years. And
That might
anytime I call her, anytime I hear Whitney's voice, I call her. She is always like something's going on, in her life. So, and I feel Whitney's energy real strong. And sometimes, like if I'm going through something, Whitney will. I know it sounds weird. She will literally give me the solution, and I'm like, why? Why am I tapped into you like that?
bloodlines,
Mm, mm,
family frequencies.
wow.
But you can once you get to a certain tribal, like a priestess, you being a natural born priestess, then
Thank
you they can tap into you to give you information, whether they on this side or the other side.
you. Mm,
The mitochondria carries the women's network, the psychic network.
okay.
And that's why
Mm,
we learn all of the oracle reads to fine tune our psychic talent so that we can understand. We can hear our mamas like, even when they, like, I hear my mama all the time. If I'm
mm.
doing something or about to do something that I know I ain't supposed to do,
Yeah.
look, I was going to have somebody do something for me and I knew I shouldn't have had them do it.
Okay.
My mama talked about me so bad. This has been a couple, about 2 months ago. She talked about me so bad, I sat my ass down and told that boy, I don't need you to do nothing.
Mm, wow. Mm-hmm.
And you gonna send that boy out there to do something that you ain't gonna even do it yourself.
Wow. Wow.
And she knew I would have did it though,
Mm.
but it was the fact of the matter that she was scolding me from the other side that made me like I'm not gonna pursue that course of action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's powerful. You
Yeah,
know, I really believe in the matriarchy, when I say that, I don't mean it in such a way that I believe in usurping any type of authority from men. I just, but I support the matriarchy, and what I've come to realize, it could be in my particular family, and even in the culture, in the church culture where I grew up, we are the women are sometimes it seems like are literally despised, and
it's
I don't
not
know
the
what.
women that's despised. It's y'all. Y'all naturally wealthy,
Oh,
and these niggas is poor, and they don't know how to unlock the wealth that's part of who you are.
okay, okay.
So they frustrated and angry.
Hmm, that's deep. How do we teach? So I wouldn't mind teaching them how to unlock the wealth, but what do you say to them?
They gotta understand what relationships is not an ownership right.
Oh,
When you're in a
okay.
spiritual relationship, you seeking balance, an eternal balance between two people, and it's gonna give you an understanding. You're gonna use your intellectual capacity as a man. It's gonna tie to her emotional wisdom capacity as a mother. And when you put the two together and y'all exchange that energy, you don't look at women like subservience no more. That's all slave shit and invaders coming in to change the order. The men is so much different under the matriarchy. They first going to resist because they think that it's going to disempower them, but they don't know that the matriarchy is more empowering to a masculine man, and patriarchy is more beholding to a feminine man. Because that patriarchy got to always worry about who's the next patriarch to knock me off my throne.
Yeah.
Under matriarchy, the patriarch know who his clan is, and he know who he needs to protect, and he know his roles, responsibilities, and they clear, and they taught from the elders of the community from an early age. We used to have all of the Constitution memorized. If it was written, if they wrote it down as the Iroquois Constitution, but your rank was determined by how much you memorized. And as you get a certain age, they add on parts and parts and parts, and then you keep going over. By the time you get a certain age, you can recite the whole Constitution back, word for word. That was the oral tradition, and it was also a memory exercise and the training of the memory to recall events and incidents based off the ability to be able to recall information. Training. That's why we didn't have to write nothing down, because we was taught to use our memories like West Indies Archie in the Malcolm X story. We all had memories like that at one time until they came with this conjure magic. They made us suspended our faculties, left us with amnesia to level the playing field.
That was so beautiful. That was superb. That was amazing. That the whole last segment paragraph of what you just said, talking about how the patriarchy, the men actually are more empowered under the matriarchy.
Yeah.
And less empowered under patriarchy. That was beautiful the way you broke that down.
Yeah. And you could see it play out.
Okay.
Watch the difference in the men who see their women as a equal partner. They will fuck you up so bad about that woman. Right? But she don't give him no hard time. There's no the relationship is not a conflict. That's patriarchal bullshit. Okay. Under the matriarchy, the man genuinely loved that woman. But he gonna be paired with her by his mama, whether he know it or don't know it. He gotta figure it out. That's what my mama told me. Figure it out. I said, Mama, how am I gonna figure it out? She said, you smart. I'm not that goddamn smart. You smarter than you think. My mama pissed me off so bad when she tell me that. So then I go figure it out like she told me. Sometimes I didn't want to figure some of that shit out. I wish I would have never asked. Because now I can't unknow what I know when I had to figure it out. This is not a glamorous situation. It's not glamorous. It's not pretty. It's a bunch of dark nights and miserable, alone time, right? Because the misery gonna give way. Once you break free from the misery, that's also a chapter in Noble Drawley's writings, chapter Misery.
Whoa, okay.
To start off, weak and insufficient as thou art, O man, and good, there is one thing in which you are strong and obstinate, and will not bend, and his name is misery. And you go on and explain how you fight to stay in misery more than you fight to free yourself from it.
Woo!
Because you didn't become so socially conditioned by misery that that's your norm. He put that in there as an accident. Ain't nothing he did by accident. Same with Elijah Muhammad. Ain't nothing he wrote by accident. None of them lectures that they transcribed into his books was by accident. Everything was with, we all got a piece, and then one of us gonna put all the pieces together, and then we gonna see the full story. right? Some of us had bigger pieces than others. I gotta tell everybody, these people call me master teacher. I'm not the master teacher. I'm just the tutor for the master teacher. When Malachi comes in, you can ask the master teacher the question you need to ask the master teacher. I'm just tutoring you in the medium,
Mm.
right? And the master speaker, that ain't me either. That's Farrakhan. He the lecturer. That's not my job either. I'm just the tutor, coming to tutor you on the lectures that the master lecturer gave you so that you would know what's taking place on the land based on what the elders left behind.
Mm.
Right? So I don't want somebody else's glory. I want my own.
Absolutely.
I don't want somebody else's money. I want my own.
Mm.
So if it's mine, then I just want what's mine. What they say on that commercial, on a structured payment commercial, it's my money and I want it now. This is my land and I want it now. Actually, we don't own the land owns us.
That is
We
it.
just
As a
we just
tribal,
responsible to take care of it. So we
as
don't own
opposed to,
the land owns us.
that's amazing. We sprung from the land, so that means that the land owns us.
Yeah. We don't own the land owns us. And
Absolutely.
they trying to cut your hair off and tell you it ain't your hair.
Mm. Mm.
Hey, you can't cut us off the land and tell us that we ain't from here. My genetics is Mississippi clay dirt walking. If I turn into dust tomorrow, it's gonna be Mississippi clay dirt. That's just because that's where the root,
Mm.
you know. Get back to the
That-
first tribe, then you can put all this shit back together.
mm.
Right? They gave us exonyms for everything. We ain't name all these funny names that they gave our tribes, but we use them.
Mm.
We use them because we from them same names. You can tell the ones that's what's called self-identified, autonomous, and
Mm.
then you have those ones that was $5 enrollees in the program. We know by the name of the tribe where they come from.
Mm.
And if some of the tribes was hosting them as adoptees, training them how to live on the land in harmony with the rest of the people, then they gonna not look like that tribe, but they gonna swear that that's their lineage. They was adopted into the tribe,
Okay.
ancestrally speaking, right? We brought a lot of people in on Ellis Island because we couldn't get past the brown paper bag test. We was too dark. Only those Europeans that came over here was light enough to pass the brown paper bag test, or the ones that looked like Mongolians that was over here from us marrying Asians could pass it. That's why when they brought their Mongolian, Vedic, and Hun slaves over here, they was able to fit in so well.
Mm.
But you know the ones that was with us versus the ones that wasn't, because we fought side by side with our allies and face to face against our enemies.
Wow.
You look at the Seminole Wars, they say it's Seminole because they say we was all mixed up. Came from the same root as Semitic,
Mm.
semi, half breed, right? We was amalgamation of tribes that all came to fight the Gullah War. Remember, King George set up Georgia as a military buffer zone to stop the tribes from traversing and slaughtering the Spanish in Florida.
Mm.
Then the Spanish set the cypress trees on fire. The ones that didn't burn down, they chopped them down and shipped them to Europe for furniture.
Mm.
That's how they was able to get us out of that stronghold in Florida. You can ride 75 going to the Keys and still see the charred remains of trees that was burned down because we had villages in the treetops. And
Mm.
that's why you have tribes now like Treetop Pyru. They literally come from the treetops. They had villages. You used to be able to walk from Florida Keys in the top of the trees and don't come down till you damn near to Texas. All that stuff was interrupted by the foreigners.
Dang.
So you had your Skywalker clans, which was your blue clan from the treetops.
Mm.
And then you had your red clans from the treetops as two of the biggest clans. Now they all on the ground.
Wow. Literally lived in the trees.
Yeah.
That's
They still
amazing.
got villages around the world. If you want to know what it looked like, go to Google under images and type in treetop villages.
Okay.
They still got them. They even making resorts, treetop resorts, where you can go visit and sleep in the tops of trees. And that's for
Wow.
the ones that got that genetic drive to sleep in the treehouse and don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah. Then they see that as a resort, and that ancestral memory kick in. I got to go there. That look too much like where I'm from.
Yes.
So they
Yes.
make good money using your DNA, your genetic memory, to capitalize off your ignorance and knowledge of self.
Mm.
If you knew who you was, you know they was baiting you to live your culture on their terms. Everything
Wow.
we did, they either monetized it or villainized it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How to intensive. So when you come out of the next year's conference, you should be able to know how to. They're going to condensing. They're working right now to condense an 8-week course in those 3 days, because the fourth day is our holistic day. So we want you to come and be a part of that. But we're just giving you a heads up. And now I'm going to switch back to you, because I knew I had to put it in there before you were gone. Because if you end it and I tried to talk about this, they're going to be gone, right? Look, I know how these Negroes are. They were like, "Oh, you're not talking." She's giving an ad, so now you want to hear it. See, some of them that already left because I started talking about, but it's still 1,300 plus of you here. So, um, we got more time. I got as much time as you want. I just wanted to put that in there in between, because I know how people is. Look how they is. So, and listen, I'm drinking soursop tea. So anybody that thinks this is something else, this is soursop tea. Just so you know.
I'm not a big drinker, but if I was a big drinker, I probably would be drinking something.
Yeah, well, this is tea. This soursop is good for what ails you. So
I
anyway,
do like a nice shot of cognac on ice.
oh, I don't drink either, but somehow the few times that I've looked at Club Shay Shay, I'd be like, I need to taste that stuff. Everybody talking about how smooth it is. I'm not a drinker, probably wouldn't be smooth to me,
If
but
you're
I
not
think
a drinker,
I
that mean your throat gonna taste like you drunk straight alcohol.
don't see. I can't do it.
But if you a drinker, it don't mean the same as it do for non-drinkers. So smooth for a non-drinker don't mean smooth. It only means smooth for other drinkers.
Okay, okay. Well, I buy soursop leaves. There's a sister here has she's an African sister from Africa, has a store, and I can buy a bag of the leaves, not crumbled up in tea bags. I mean, a big bag of. So I throw like about 15, 20 leaves in the pot and boil. After the water boils, and then let them simmer and make myself some soursop tea. Really good. Where can we get the soursop? Oh, I get mine from right down, look, right down the street. No, but you know what? Actually bought, believe it or not, y'all, I bought soursop tea bags. So it's like, where they crunch the leaves up, put them in bags on Temu. But I just like using the whole big leaves out of the sister's bag, because, it's like $16, and I could probably end up making like gallons of it with what I get. But Temu actually does sell. Just look on Amazon or something like that if you're not, in this area, or in the area that has a holistic store. But they have a store here, right here, that sells the leaves, and I get the leaves and make the tea. Somebody else said, "Oh, I like that." So you can get at their yard in Jamaica. So there's somebody right here that has them in their yard, and that's what's up. That's what's up. Uh, Somebody said, "Happy birthday!" Is it your birthday?
My birthday was Sunday.
Oh, it's your birthday. Oh, listen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm gonna play your Look, I can't get anything. You can't get it Rhode Island, but you can get some soursop tea on Amazon. They'll ship to anywhere. Let me put this. I'm gonna put this back up here. So listen, thank you for. I didn't even know it was your birthday. Isn't that something?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's the GoFundMe link. Like I said, for anybody that doesn't want to text me, you take a shot of that. That takes you right to the GoFundMe, fund me, and this right here. If you text me, the word donate, I'll give you all the links because GoFundMe, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. But let me go back up here. It's yeah, I don't have Cash App. They stole our Cash App. But here, show Chief some love. So I want to make sure reason why I put that his like $ sick SIK not and then I put Rodney Hayes there because there's somebody else there that got something out there that says Rod Hayes. This is the one that says Rodney Hayes is our chief. Am I correct?
Yep.
Chief. Yeah. So even though the one that says Rod Hayes, we don't know who that is. So some of y'all have been sending to this whoever that is that did the same thing they did to us. Put something up. So they even put our picture up and was getting donations. Put the link up, put the picture or logo up. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't us. It's just like this one right here. If it don't say Rodney Hayes, then it's not Chief. Rodney Hayes. That Rod Hayes is a fraud. It may be really Rod Hayes, but not this Rod Hayes. How about that? And they've probably been getting all kinds of gifts on your behalf. So some parting words for us before we go.
Parting words would be this: keep your eye on current events because stuff is about to pick up in the next couple weeks, and we about to know more than we want to know.
Really.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you say that more than we want to know, you mean it's gonna be like overwhelming for some folks.
Some people not gonna be able to take it
Wow.
because they can't believe that the world that they live in could be so dark and callous. That's why a
Right.
lot of good men got to do a lot of bad stuff to a lot of horrible people.
Hmm. Right.
So
Well, all righty then. I think that I can. You look tired. I feel tired. We've been on here a long time. We could talk a long time, but we're gonna save something for the next time. How's
okay,
that?
you covered a lot of territory.
I know we talked about a lot of different things. Look, what is it? Happy birthday! A lot of happy belated. Here, happy belated Earth Strong birthday, Chief. Look, happy belated
Appreciate it.
birthday. Yeah, here's some. Happy birthday season, and thank you for whoever said that because I certainly miss it. Because a lot of times we don't get all the different links of things pop up, so we
Look,
don't
I
know.
look. I don't be thinking about my birthday until people start telling me happy birthday, unless I'm doing flips.
Okay,
If I'm
well.
doing flips, they know when I say 11:10, born again. That's because that's the day I came in, initiated 10 toes down. So I say 11:10, and then you got the mirror flips, right? 10:11, right? You got 11:1,
Okay.
right? You got 1:11. So this portal, this 11:11 portal goes to the 1:11 portal,
And that portal is
January 11th.
okay.
So the portal, this is a turnaround portal. Things come back that was formerly lost. It's the return cycle on the
Mm.
closeout.
Said Kamala might be president even next week. Biden might step down.
They've been ran a coup on Biden. They came out and talked about it about a month ago when they made him step down from running for president, and they was talking about they did an in-house coup to remove Biden. Biden ain't been the president since he went for that colonoscopy because they said he had Alzheimer's and they can't put him in a position to make decisions. So Kamala been the de facto president ever since then.
Mm. Wow.
'Cause remember, when the president go into anesthesia, the vice president becomes the acting president. Most of us ain't paid this stuff no attention. So when Kamala became the acting president, the only way Joe Biden, he had to come out of anesthesia in case he come out with brain damage.
He went
He
in
had
with
to
brain damage.
right.
No.
Well, he went in with the character went in with Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that when the character come out of anesthesia, he can never be put back in power because he's not cognitively astute. He can't make decisions. And that's why he sounded like a babbling idiot for 4 years.
I'm gonna throw this up. It's a totally different subject, but since somebody puts it up, I saw something twice. Is Brother Panic not here with us anymore? I don't know. Do you know?
Who went to the funeral?
You did?
I said, who went to the funeral?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Same, the same people that went to eat. What's his name? Epi. Because I was wondering where he was, where they buried him when they have a funeral for him. But maybe it was because he was such a bad person.
If somebody, the magnitude of Brother Panic, with the amount of people that knew him, there would have been some kind of memorial service. I
Well,
would
I know they had
suspect.
some kind of event that you had to buy a ticket to, but I don't know whether that was the memorial or what. But I remember seeing that because I
No.
really discovered. We don't know. The answer is we don't know.
Anybody know who seen the body?
I don't know. That's all I can say. See, I just
Uh,
started something.
I be
I don't
asking,
know.
I be asking these questions for the people that be wanting to know to look a little deeper. Don't just take the cover story because
Wow.
everybody we think gone ain't gone, and a lot of people that we think still here is being played by skin mask and deep fake technology.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yep. 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 I'm just throwing
Thank
them out.
y'all for the solar return wishes.
Yeah. Trying to click on some of them. Okay. Right. There we go. So we thank you. I thank you. I thank each and every one of you. Know I love y'all. Those of you who come be with us next Friday, the 22nd, it's gonna be, especially if you want to know, how to you need to connect with the teacher Lady J and Sister Armenta L rather, um, and Brother Dave, but especially those that like, how do I get out of this? Get out, how do I get out? We're gonna have the answers next Tuesday. I mean next Tuesday, next Friday, the 22nd. 22nd, 2-2. That's a number that's a good number, right? Ask
Tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. That's all I can tell y'all.
them right. Well,
Exactly.
my
We
faith
know
already
it's gonna be here. I can't tell you.
okay. All right, all right. Yep. Okay. So we getting ready to get out of here. I'm just kind of click up. I'm just sitting in, bringing some of the. I don't want to ignore some of you, but thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. We're gonna go out with I'm gonna just put the banner up so y'all can know to come on and be here on next Friday. Those last time we had one sister came all the way, traveled all the way from California for our Friday night session. We had people from Indianapolis and from Atlanta and everything. I mean, it was we had to bring chairs up from the downstairs because we didn't have enough room for everybody, enough seats rather for everyone. So I hope to see that and you all would come and get this information that's not going to be available on tape because we don't tape those sessions because every time we do those, we're talking about stuff that we don't want, to put out there in the open public. So you have to come and get it, and you want to make the connect with them, and you have to meet them here. Okay.
Thank you, Dr.
Love you,
G.
Mike. Love you too, Chief. Love you too. Okay, y'all.
Appreciate you.
You
Um,
trying to make me blush. It's
that's a
working.
lot. Good, good. So my Chief Faya Wata asks, what's happening with the realtors in relationship to us getting our land back?
Um, your real estate license is gonna probably be revoked because real estate not going to be handled the same under the matriarchal system as it's handled now.
Mm.
And so people will have options though. Is nobody's getting anything taken from them under the matriarchy. So the under the matriarchy, we trying to add on to what you got and make your life flourish. Under the
Mm.
patriarchy, they trying to take as much from you as they can without you knowing they stealing it from you in the form of inflation, taxation, and
Mm-hmm.
that was
Okay.
hilarious. Dre got a whole nother husband over there talking about they thinking I'm Dre husband. You know, that was hilarious. That's my girl though. I love me some Dre.
Mhm.
She will be having no mercy on them crisscrossed up celebrities.
Wow. I'm just not learning about her. I have to check her out.
Yeah, that's my girl. So we go back. Yeah, when I first seen her, she was dropping some heat, and I was like, "Keep going, girl. Drop that shit."
Who is this? Sarah Martinez says, "Thank you for your courage, speaking out,
I appreciate it.
family."
I don't see it as courage, but I appreciate it.
Hit the like button, family. Share the video. Send Chief some love. You'll see it under ticker right here. Here's his Cash App, $ SikApe. That's $SIKAPE. Chief, I've had you on here for 3 hours and 54 minutes. That's almost 4 hours. So I'm gonna wrap it up and ask you if you have any final words for us.
No, I appreciate you having me on. I had a blast. I can't wait to get a chance for you to speak to Empress Rarebird. That's gonna be epic.
Are you gonna be on with us?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. She told me
That would
wherever
be
she go,
awesome.
I gotta come with her whether I want to or not.
Ooh, okay. Mama spoken.
Yeah, you know, we did we. I didn't know for the first couple of years I was doing this work that they was giving her the receipts.
Hmm.
That blew my wig back. Because when then all of the receipts is coded to a day.
Hmm. Hmm. When you say they
Right.
were given a receipt, you mean the people in government?
The ones who was holding the purse strings.
My lord. They called her up and said, here's these documents. I mean, how did that transpire?
That's gonna be a conversation that she gonna be able to explain for you. But they
I
did
felt you was going. Okay.
she did have to go to Egypt and Europe to pick up documents.
To where?
Egypt and to Europe.
The literal Egypt or Egypt in America?
The
The Egypt.
country over there, what they call it the
Oh,
Middle East now, but it's really Northwest Africa.
yes.
Yeah, that Egypt.
Wow.
And then
She has.
because the the pharaonic rulership, it had to be transferred back to the Americas, and the only people can do it is a tribal mother. So that's why
Hmm.
she had to go through Egypt to get the papers. It's a whole bunch of rituals done on the tail end of that she probably never even seen from the temple priests.
Hmm.
They knew who she was, who she
Hmm.
is. And then
Hmm.
all of the other tribal mothers, they've been contacted. I think I seen one of the ones on here, the that you was talking to that said she was an heir. She's 9 out of 10 know what she's talking about. When I was listening to her, I was like, she one of the 12 daughters of Isis, which is the 12 mothers of the earth. Well, 13 all together come Big Mama
You mean
Empress.
Princess Elizabeth?
I think that was her name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
she not making it up. And they contacted her. She ain't the only one.
Mm.
Right? They got a. I've been contacted by the Big Mamas in several of the islands,
Wow.
so I already know that the mothers on Earth. China been to was the first one. Everybody still think it's the communist state of China. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's now under the matriarchy as the People's Republic of China.
Wow.
But it's been like that since like 2017. when it happened, I had posted the announcement video on my Facebook,
Hmm.
and I was trying to explain back there what it was meaning, and didn't nobody know what I was talking about. Didn't
Hmm.
nobody know nothing about who Big Mama was and that the matriarchy was finna reclaim the land. They thought I was a babbling effing idiot. But okay,
Hmm.
Mama said they're gonna say a whole lot of stuff about you. She said, "You read that book? Did they talk about Jesus?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, what make you think you better than Jesus? They gonna talk
Wow.
about you too." I said, "Okay, they can talk about me. I won't take it personal.
Mm.
They ain't gonna stop me from dropping this heat though. Spitting this fire like a dragon."
What are you and the other guy? What's his name? The other guy's channel you be on? It was like we're twisting caps, breaking
Oh,
necks,
young
twisting
elder.
young. What's his
Yeah,
name?
that's young elder.
Young. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was orchestrated for Malachi for me to do a city boy country boy dynamic.
Okay.
Because they think that the country boys, because they got the country draw, don't know what the fuck they talking about when they actually do, and they just tricking you into thinking they dumb so they can outwit your
Mhm.
dumb ass for trying to play them like
Mhm.
a fool.
Wow.
But we had to go because I'm a country boy raised in the city. I ain't a city slicker.
Okay.
But I just was raised in the city to talk like a city slicker, but I'm really a country boy. And I would much
Mhm.
rather be on the farm somewhere milking a goddamn cow than on social media running my mouth.
Yeah.
But mama said you got to do this part because this part gonna bring the rest of the part in the view.
Mm.
I hate social media, always have, and I can't
Mhm.
wait to get off social media.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna whoop this dead horse until this motherfucker cross that finish line.
And we thank you for it.
Because some of us feel like I'm beating a dead ass horse, but I'm so sincere.
How can people get in touch with you? Turtle Island Lady says, Chief, how can I reach you?
Um, Instagram Messenger, Facebook Messenger. I try to answer all my messages. Sometimes they get caught in the spam, and it might take me a minute to get to it.
Okay.
But I try to respond. If message too much to type, and then I might.
Let him get some rest. We don't want to wear out the elder. Hold on. Here's the Facebook page. Right here. Oh, no, that's my Facebook page. Hold on. Hold on, Chief. I got to get to your page.
Mm-hmm.
Rod Hayes. I don't even know how we met. I don't know. It must have been on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think.
Yeah, I had commented on one of your videos, and
Uh-huh.
then I don't follow it like you do. So when people ask me about it, I say, "Go check out Dr. Kia. She talk about that stuff. That's her lane. She own
They
that
tell
lane
me
right
that
there."
too. Thank you. They tell me that's I came here by Chief Pontiac sent me. I'm like, what? Okay. Thank you, Chief.
Yeah.
They love you, Chief. People sending you love. Oh, somebody said love
I
you too,
accept all
Mama
the
Kia.
love. Even if you don't got no money, I accept the love. That's with gratitude too.
If you want to support Chief's work, family, you can send him a cash app to $SIKAPE. So no, he's not on X. Somebody wants to know if you're on X.
No,
Okay. All right,
it's
Chief.
just me.
We've
I
had
move
you
like a team, but it's just me.
on. Hold on 1 minute. I'm having some problems on one of my accounts. Let me get it out of here to put it back in. Just 1 minute. All right, Chief. You sure you don't have any final words?
No, I think we went over enough. We already gave people sensory overload and blew through brain cells.
Okay, I agree. So thank you, family. We appreciate all of you for coming in and spending time with us. You spent your night with us. 2,000 of you are in the chat, and you didn't have to do that. We really appreciate you. We love you. Happy New Year to you, family. Somebody's there saying they respect you. They love you, Chief. That's it. I'm getting tired too, but I appreciate this, Chief Pontiac. You're amazing, that you already know that. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I look forward to staying in contact with you and working with you to, get things in order.
Oh yeah.
Get
So
things.
the goal right now is to get as many matriarchs to